You might be caught in the same cycle as me. To make six figures should not take 24 hours a day. Six figures is $333 every single day of the year. That's how much it is. And as I'm working right now and I'm in my business, I know to make $100,000 shouldn't take this much effort. Somebody at some mediocre job working 8 hours is able to do it. And I'm sitting here working 18 hours a day. Yesterday, I quite literally worked 18 to about 20 hours for the day. I slept about 4 hours, and as soon as I woke up, I started sleeping on my couch because I knew that my bed was too comfy and it would allow me to sleep in like that extra hour. But no, I started sleeping on my couch because I know that I'm going to be able to get up and get right to work at my desk right next to my couch downstairs in my living room. And so I'm sitting here and I'm rethinking this, and I'm like, it shouldn't take 18 to 20 hours of me working to make $100,000 a year. There's something missing. It shouldn't take that to make $250. I'm not going to lie to you. Now, granted, I'm young, so I have the energy, and it's impressive to be making the money that I'm making now. But as I get older, once I gain more responsibility over my life, say I have a child, say I get married, say this, say that, all these different things, where is my time going? Where's my time going? And for me, it's not so much about the time, because I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't mind it. I don't mind working all day, but just to hit $100,000 isn't gonna do it for me. I'm stretched so thin currently. How the heck am I supposed to get to the next level if I'm stretched this thin just doing this? How? How am I supposed to get to 250? How am I supposed to get to 300K a year? How am I supposed to get to $1 million a year being so stretched thin? Now I know the answer. I need an editor, and I need to raise my rates. I don't charge enough. You go online and you see what these other photographers are charging. They're charging $300 for a headshot, or $600 for this mediocre video and that, or whatever it is. And I don't charge that. I'm lost. I'm lost in this current situation because I don't know what to do next. I want to be the standard. I want to be the person that everybody considers for the job. So I'm charging a cheaper rate, but I can't be giving 20 hours of my day just to working for mediocre pay. 100K is not a lot of money. 100K is not a lot of money. It shouldn't take 5 years to save $100,000. It shouldn't take, come on. The average person retires with maybe 600,000 in net worth, something like that, something around that range. It's advised to have $1 million and change. And I'm just like, it shouldn't take me 40 years of working to get to that point. It shouldn't. It shouldn't take me 20 years of working to get to that point. And so I'm sitting here tired as a motherfucker, getting up, no food, just straight energy drink that I had left over from late last night. I'm working in my car as I'm waiting for my next client. I'm working double time. I have my computer in front of me. I'm working in my car while I wait for my next client to get here. The work is 24 hours. If I'm not working, I'm sleeping. Those are the only two things I do. I don't have any other time for enjoyment or nothing like that. And so I'm only ranting and saying this because I know somebody else is going through this, but to make $100,000 shouldn't take up all of my time. And so I'm frustrated at that. I'm really frustrated at that. 100K is not a lot of money. It's not a lot of money. It's mediocre money. That should be the floor, the freaking floor for what a person should make, especially in a place like New York. And I'm just hitting that point where I'm making anywhere from like 8 to 10K a month. I'm just hitting that point. So I'm like, how do I progress? How do I take it to the next level? How do I be the person making 250? Do I have to change what I'm doing? Do I have to change my whole entire business model just to get there? What do I do? And I don't even have time to come up with a new solution. I don't have time to come up with a new solution. I don't have time to make this video. I'm making the time, but like, I don't have time to look for an editor, vet them out, send them footage, and then do this over and over again until I find somebody that is trustworthy and is at a decent price. I don't have time for none of it. I don't have time for none of it. I don't have time to sit here negotiating with my clients, trying to get shit right. I don't have time, bro. I don't have time. And that was the whole point of doing this entrepreneurial shit, is that I wanted to have control over my time, which I do. I could say no. But if I want to make that 6 figures, I can't. I can't say no. I'm taking every freaking job. Like, by the grace of God, you know, I made what, $1,000 yesterday. And of course, I'm happy about it. But I can't help but to just sit here and be like, yo, this is like this is 24 hours of work. This is what I'm doing. For 100K, I'm working all day long. For 100K. For 100K. For $100,000, I'm working all day long. And so I only say this because it reminds me that there are people in different industries that make 100K in their sleep like it's nothing. They don't even have to be a business owner. You could be like, I'm waiting on this real estate agent. Some of them make 10, 15, 20K a transaction like it's nothing. And they sell multiple homes a month, maybe 2 homes a month. And they're making 10, 20, just like that. Like, that's it. Their overhead isn't that much. I mean, like, they live a lifestyle because that's just the realtor aesthetic. But their overhead, yo, you pay a videographer and whatever photographer $1,000 max, and that's it. That's all your expense. Maybe a car payment, and that's all your expense. There's nothing else other than getting some freaking cookies for your open house. And they're making 100K like it's nothing. I do the same exact work that they do. I cold call, I door knock, I reach out to people over the DMs. I have an Instagram strategy. I'm doing all this different stuff. And they make 100K while sitting on their ass with their thumbs up it. And then I'm sitting here barely making 100K, working 24 hours out of the day. Now here's something though. I'm 22, I just turned 22, and I'm brute forcing my way there. Let's say a real estate agent, it took them 5, 10, 15 years to make that 100K like it's nothing. I'm trying to force myself in front of the eyeballs of people so that they see me and they know who I am. Is that what it is? Is it that I'm brute forcing my way there? Or is it still just the fucking fact that, like, I'm still trading my time for my money?